Hey guys, it's Lindsay. So today I'm going to be doing a favorites video, and let's just stop for a second. I haven't seen you guys in forever. I've been sick, I've had traveling I've been doing, I've had some things going on in my personal life, and I just had to get straightened out, and I'm starting to do a lot more working out now, and it's an everyday thing, and so I've just been really busy trying to learn how to figure out my daily schedule, and then my whole office that I use as my filming space turned into a gym, and so I've had the hardest time trying to get this arrangement figured out, but I finally have it figured out, and I definitely am going to be bringing more videos to you guys. If I could just find somebody to edit all my videos, I would be like, good. So I wanted to come back, and I missed you guys so much, and I just want to go ahead and let's do a favorites video, because I haven't talked about anything that I've liked for like 2-3 months now. Like, I need to get back on the program. Okay? It's like a... Okay. That snap was terrible. So my first favorite is, I always start from like my face products onto the rest of the face. So I'm going to start off with a primer, and I bought the Makeup Forever Step 1 primer the same time that I bought my next favorite, which is the Marc Jacobs foundation, and this combination is amazing. I feel like I look completely poreless with this primer. I love the Benefit Professional, but this actually, I think, works a little bit better in keeping my makeup on all day, and so I've really been enjoying this primer. Now this is my baby. This is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation. This is a full coverage foundation. I did a whole first impressions on this foundation, and this has just been my all-time favorite foundation of life for the past like 2 months since I've had it, and it's hard to break away from this foundation to other foundations. It reminds me a lot of the Cover FX custom cover drops. If you've ever used that, it's like a really thin consistency. It's thick, similar to this foundation, and one drop goes a very long way. That foundation is very similar to this, except for that you can actually use with moisturizers. You can probably do the same thing with this foundation. I am like down to here with this foundation. I never use up foundations that fast, and I've honestly been using this every day for I don't know, past 2-3 months. Every time I've been wearing makeup, I'm wearing this foundation. I haven't broken out from it. I have like the prettiest finish from it. It just always looks good, and so I just wanted to jump on here and tell you that this has been my tried and true. The first impressions kind of, you know, it spoke for itself then, but now that I've had it for several more months, it's so much better. My next favorite is an eyeshadow palette. When I went traveling this past like 2 weeks ago, I brought like a ton of palettes with me, but I found that the only palette I was using was this Tartelette in Bloom palette. I don't think I've shown this on my channel yet, but this is the perfect everyday palette. It was so perfect for travel. I didn't reach for anything else. It has your highlight, your brights, your bright white matte colors. It's got lots of neutrals. It's got just the perfect amount of shimmery shades for like lid shades, and then it's got a matte black. I mean, it's an overall the perfect palette for traveling, and just I would say this is a great starter out palette just for anybody getting started in makeup. I always said that about the Naked One Urban Decay palette, but this is where it's at. This is my favorite. I actually was holding off on getting this. I didn't think I needed it, but now that I have it, it's become quickly one of my top favorite go-to palettes, especially for like work, when you just don't want to think about what you're wearing on your eyes, or you just want something really quick, you know, that's going to look good. This palette does that for me. It's like I can instantly, all these colors look so good together that I don't have to think about it. So leave me a comment in the down bar below if you want a tutorial or like an everyday look using this palette. I mean, it's just so pretty to hold up to. Another thing that I use for traveling, and I got this a couple weeks ago, and this has been like all over the internet, everybody's going crazy over it, is the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette collaboration. Is the face palette with Prosecco Pop as the featured new highlighter made by Jaclyn Hill, and then Champagne Pop. Here you have Rose Spritz, Amaretto, and Pamplemousse, I think is what it's called. These are 3 different blushes, 2 different highlights. This is what I'm actually wearing on my cheeks today. These two mixed together are my all-time favorite highlight I think I've ever owned. I wish they would make this a permanent color, because this is absolutely perfect. I'm so glad that they made Champagne Pop into a permanent color, and it's going into all the different formulations that Becca makes. Becca is just such a great brand, and these blushes are just like fantastic. If you can find this palette out in Sephora stores now, I would totally get it. You probably heard this from everybody else, but the palette, it feels meaty and heavy, and it's just, it feels expensive, it looks expensive. I love this. I love this. I love this so much, and I use this for travel. I didn't use anything else for my highlight and my blush, and this was just absolutely perfect. Another eyeshadow palette I wanted to mention was the Violet Voss palette. This is the Holy Grail palette, and this is so beautiful. If any of you have never seen this before, this palette is absolutely fantastic, and it's so creamy. It blends so well. I love the shades. I love these cranberries. I'm so drawn to these oranges, and I'm so glad that they put some really beautiful highlighting shades that aren't matte. I love shimmer highlights just for like the inner corner or just a little bit on the brow bone. Nothing crazy, but this like deep like almost cranberry brown, chocolate brown teddy bear right here is just like, it's so beautiful. It's so pretty. My next favorite is a lip color, and I'm so into like really light nudes for the lips, and this Tartiste glossy lip paint, it's in the color Hella. I love to dab this just on the inner part of the lips to highlight whatever lip look I'm doing, and this is just like a nude I don't have to think about. If I ever want like a light wash of color on my lips, if my lips are too pigmented at one point during the day, or if they're still chapped, this is just such a beautiful lip gloss, and it's so highly pigmented. A little bit goes a long way with this, so I would say just like a little dab here and there on your lips would be just perfect enough. I also like to use this and mix it with like liquid lipsticks or other lip glosses that might be a little too bright for what I'm normally comfortable with, and so paling everything down with this lip gloss has just been so pretty. And my last favorite I wanted to mention was the House of Lashes, the Lash Glue and the Iconics. That is what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and I just want to say that these are so beautiful. All the hype is real, like it's all real. They are such a pretty, flirty, dramatic lash, and I really love the Lash Glue because it's like one of these little lash tip applicators that you can just paint onto the actual lash band instead of having to paint it on your hand and let that kind of dry a little bit, then dip your lashes into, you know, it's such a tedious process to do it like that. I really love how easy this applicator is, and this glue, I mean, if you've ever tried Duo is good, but this is unreal. So just saying, House of Lashes knows where it's at. So that is it. That is my May-June favorites. I hope you've liked all my favorites. Leave me a comment in the down bar below letting me know what you've liked this past month. I can't wait to read it because you guys have the best suggestions. And remember to subscribe to my channel. We just hit 10,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. And as always, all my social media links will be in the down below or somewhere here in the video. I'm sure you can click. Definitely follow me on Instagram if you're not. I'm trying to post way more than what I normally am used to. Lord Jesus, it's a process. So anyway, that's it guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later. Bye.